what are you using in your beer? You're using malt, you're using water, you're using hops, and you're using yeast. I mean, that's it. That's boring to me. The just sheer amount of possibilities that are open to you with fruit and spices, it's just, I mean, how do you not get excited as a brewer to be able to use things like that? Fruit is a sugar source, and you need sugar to make alcohol, so you're gonna ferment it. So it's been happening forever. What you really wanna look for, it's not so much what beer style it is, but what flavors are you trying to achieve. What fruit can you use is different than what fruit should you use. You wanna use fruits that have depth beyond just sweet. You really want to push for fruits that have strong skin flavors. Plums is a good one, raspberries, blackberries. These fruits that are extremely loud do really well when they're fermented. Once you know what you're trying to go for in the final product, then you can determine how much you exactly want to use. Pairing comes down to contrasting, enhancing, or complementing. So if you're contrasting, for instance, a stout, which is chocolatey, rich, coffee-like flavors, you want to use something really bright and acidic. If you're using something to enhance the chocolatey flavors, something like plum, where it's really dark and deep and rich, are going to work to enhance each other. If you're looking for something that's complementary, you're talking like that traditional, chocolate orange, for instance. So when you want to add fruit to your beer, don't add it into the boil, because you're going to cook that fruit and it's going to taste worse, and you're going to drive off a lot of the softer, more delicate aromatics. You want to add it just after high krausen. So about day 3, after you pitch your yeast to your base beer, that's when you want to add your fruit. Your yeast is still in really good health. It will ferment out the fruit really well, and you're going to preserve as much of that fruit flavor as possible. So when you're adding spice to beer, you want to add it after fermentation is complete. That way you're not driving off any of the aromatic qualities, and you're preserving 100% of the spice flavor in your beer. Spice and fruit and flavor development is all about patience. You need to listen to what the beer is telling you in regards to balance and drinkability, and you need to adjust accordingly. Don't be afraid to add adjustments in the fermenter. Don't be afraid to add a little bit more salt or coriander if it needs it. Don't be afraid to add vanilla if you need to soften it up a little bit. All of these things are on the table. Get as creative as you want, but just be careful and be prepared to fail, which is not a bad thing, because that's how we learn, right? At the end of the day, it's just about drinking good beer.